I always feel good when I get these things off of my chest. I feel like I owe this to the planet. But I was sitting there like, I told this guy, I was like, I want you to help me out. I want you to, I don't know if I didn't tell him I want him to pimp me, but I want him to, just look out for me. Like, I need a guy to collect some money. These black guys are taking all the girls' money. They're taking their cash. They're not even giving them shit. They're making them fuck and suck and just, they buy the house because they feel, I guess some of them feel like that they don't have, these women don't have enough brains to know what to do with the money. But you got to give the girl something. You're building your house and shit like that. Like, and then you call her a bitch. You call her names. Let me see you go out there and let me see you outside. Let me see you do the shit that she do. But you bend the fuck over. You bend the fuck over. Justin Bieber is the big man over there. Let me see you go do that shit. You sending these girls and then you talking shit to them. It's not her job. She doesn't have to choose you. She chose you, bitch. Or you kidnapped her. Gotta educate these women. Said, baby, you can do. So the white girls come up to me and say, how'd you find your sugar daddy? Can you help us? I said, listen, he found me. I prayed. I was at the ex birth mother, my sister's ex birth mother, not mine. Ew, my sister's ex birth mother. I was at her house and I felt like I knew in my spirit told me you're gonna turn into a mermaid right in this bathtub. I saw sparkles around my feet. I said, oh shit, it's time to go. The sea is calling. I went to Venice Beach because I was like, I'm gonna become a mermaid. I need to be by the ocean. Who's gonna find me? When I went there in Venice, I was like, please God, send me a sugar daddy. Somebody take care of me. I can't do this. I don't know what to do. Robert showed up. White guy, older guy. How did me and Robert meet? Oh, this black girl in Venice was with her. She said, hey, he was with a black girl, but I think he came up to me and said, how much can I pay you to spend the night with me? I think I said 500 or 100. 500, I don't know how much I said. I think I said 100 or 200. He said, no, I think I said 500. Yeah, I think so. He said, I'm going to give you 75. I said, deal. I said, I just need to make some money. I was homeless. Shit, I ain't have nothing. So we go over there, spend the night. And he's like, can you please stay? Can you live with me? He says, I'm so lonely. He said, I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want to be alone. These girls are taking advantage of me. They just come in and they go and they bring in drugs in. They bring in these black guys in my house. I said, damn, I don't know. I don't want to be committed to anybody right now. He said, what can I call you? I said, Princess Fairy. My inner child. I said, can you call me Princess Fairy? Robert went and got me a phone. Hey, you gotta be grateful, A sugar daddy is much bigger than just a one night stand, unless they're giving big money, but you need, if you're not living in the right states, you need to get a sugar daddy. Don't do until they change the law. You're not a prostitute. People say it on TV. Don't go around saying that shit. You're a sugar baby. Okay? Doesn't matter if it was one night stand. You tell them, I'll do it if you be my sugar daddy. That's the deal, okay? If they leave, he left. My sugar daddy left. You can break up with your sugar daddy. You're not a prostitute. So what I do is I make him sign paper. That's what I did with this guy. I stayed with Robert for years, for like 2 or 3 years. I lived with Robert. We'd go to the bars, sing karaoke. He'd take me shopping at the Goodwill. That was nice. He used to be homeless. He got a voucher. Shit. In Venice. I mean, in Santa Monica. But he became he's a psychologist. He became a tennis pro coach for celebrities. And he knew a lot of like rich people, billionaires. I said, I need some more money, man. I can't do this shit. I mean, fucking you every day. You know, it's like I'll give you $20 to fuck me a day. Even if we live together, he still had to pay me to fuck, and that's good. $20. I said, okay. I threw it in the bank, Wells Fargo. I wasn't like, that's it. But after a while, I had this other white guy's like sending me $200 for no sex. I was like, it's my birthday. He was like, all right, give me your bank account number or bank number, and I googled it first to see if it was safe, and they said it's okay. I said, which numbers should I give? And they told me, and I told me, and I was like, you'll be fine. And I was like, okay. I was skeptical, but I took a chance and I gave him my card numbers, and he put the money on my card. He put $200 on my card. I didn't have sex with him. We didn't even meet. He said, I'm starting to feel nervous because I think my wife is starting to find out. I said, all right. I was like, I need a sugar daddy. But he put $200 on my card. The website was Seeking Arrangements. What's your price? You got, these girls are walking down the street. Get off the street. Go on, what's your price? I think you guys should ask for ID. But if these girls are vulnerable, fake ID. I don't blame them. Whose fault is it? They're on the street. You either go find some rich white guy, or you're gonna go find some poor black guy that's gonna beat you up in the corner. We need to build programs. That's why I say I don't want to see prostitutes in jail. They got 3 programs that work. Out of all these people, you see Beyonce and Rihanna with big homes. Adania and Milan, they're gonna help us. We're gonna do good. I'm gonna be on them. I'm gonna be like, you see what happened to Rihanna? Well, Beyonce's jealous. I'm jealous. Those are white girls. My girls are white. They got more white in them than black. But you see their hair, which is good. It's not hard to tell, but you see their eyes. They got jewels, those tools. Gold, those eyes are beautiful. Heavy, strong jeans, white jeans. Beyonce is on the black shit. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but she's probably a black supremacist. You think I'm into black supremacists? No. I'm not even into white supremacists. I'm not into Black Panthers. I don't know about Black Panthers. They'll probably try to kill me for defending white people. So I tell my girls, their mothers tell them go to school. That's what Milan said. Her parents are strict. And they said, go to school. I said, thank you. I said, that's so good. Thank you for taking care of those girls, because I was like, what's going on? The devil came in my head. My voice said, you've been exposed. You've been fully exposed. You've been exposed. Said, you've been exposed. In my head, I said, what? I said, what is this? It was like a devil sound, and I got hit by a drug. I was with James. I was like, what? I was like, what is this? That's all the movies, the Vampires Diaries and all these things. Those are exposing Mother Earth. And I'm sitting over here and I'm like, I feel like I'm exposed. I felt exposed. Oh my God. My heart was racing. I started hearing voices, all this shit. Paparazzi. Oh. Those girls are young. I want them to be stars, but I want them under me. I can't imagine. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust those motherfuckers. See, model agencies don't have bad bitches like them. They're the baddest bitches. There is nobody up there that looks like these girls. I've seen them on TV. I've seen, where are they? Where? Because model agencies don't hire beautiful women. Because they said beautiful women take away from the wardrobe. That's why they don't hire them. They end up looking at the woman and they completely abandon the outfit. That's why they say you're too beautiful. You didn't make the cut. Adania, if you're wondering why you haven't, you made the cut for me. You're not too beautiful. You could wear all my outfits. They don't. What? Oh, what are you wearing? Oh, just make sure you say what you're wearing. I don't hide beautiful women. We're just Democrats, and we're working on this side. We're not. I guess we're mixed with Democrats and Republican, but we're presidential. We're royalty. So we don't do that. We do shit that's going to change the world, not shit that's going to make people feel bad about themselves, and they're living in a poor community, because they're supposed to help draw attention to poverty. That's where beautiful women are. When Giovanna was in high school, she wasn't hanging around a bunch of sexy men. She was with geniuses, little white boys that were geeks. I looked at her, I said, look at that beautiful woman. I said, now that's a beautiful woman. I love her. You're in the right spot. She was so tall. She doesn't have a chest like me. She's very girly. And she has such a super straight back. And she's so dingy. She has super long, fluffy hair. She's Spanish, but I don't know what Spanish from. I don't know, maybe Colombia, I don't know. But she walks like this. She looks super spoiled, but she's a kind spoiled. She has a little, booty chin, but it's cute, and she's gorgeous. Ugh. I'll date her. I would date her. I'm like, I used to just sit there and look at her picture when I was 16. I was like, wow, she's so beautiful. I hadn't seen these girls. I was like, wow, look at Giovanna. Woo! And Marilyn shows up. Marilyn's from Colombia. She looked like a model too, but everybody wanted to beat her up. When I beat up Marilyn, all the nerds were clapping. They were interviewed. They were at the window. She must have been bullying the nerds. Everybody was happy. They said, man. I said, there, y'all was waiting for somebody. Fuck that bitch. She was fucking with people, huh? Psh. I looked at her because she kept bumping me on the shoulder. She bumped me when I was walking. I said, Marilyn, what the fuck is up? Because her man got beat up because he was trying to fuck with me. I like Gonzalo, but when he talks shit to me, the universe sends some niggas to beat his ass up. I didn't send those guys. You mess with her, with Mother Earth, guess what? It backfires on. It's just karma. He came back with fucking. He said, you sent some dudes to beat up my boyfriend. I said, I love him. That was his fault. I was doing him a favor. Braiding his hair for free at the time. And he started yelling at me, trying to act too good. I was like, oh, that's how you feel? Oh, now that you're with Marilyn. Oh, word. All right, you'll never see me again. You thought you were cute and I was going to be obsessed. No, you ain't never going to see me again. He got beat up. Somebody came and dragged him. And Gonzalo was fine. I was weak. Nothing like Zach. But I used to fall out for Gonzalo. I used to be like, oh my God, he had big lips. He didn't have colored eyes, but he was light skinned with an afro. Swagger, that's when I started my black guy era. He was a Colombian black guy with an afro. Oh, I used to stalk his ass. But just from a distance, I'm a safe stalker. I don't harass. I just look at you from a distance, take a picture, and then look later. But me and Gonzalo were vibing. He told Kenner, go knock on her door and tell her if she could braid my hair, I'll burn her a CD. He liked me. He put his elbow in my crotch one day. I was young, man. I was like, I think he likes me, please, bitch. When I'm grown up, I'll be like, man, what's up, dude? Is we gonna get together or not? But when I was younger, I was like, it's crazy. Usually it's always better when you sneak into the relationship. He knocked on my door once. So anyway, that was over. He gets beat up. Marilyn's like, oh, you caused him. She bumps me. I'm looking at this bitch. I'm looking at this Spanish bitch, and I was like, So I go tell my black friend. She said, Marilyn bumped you and you did nothing? I was like, oh shit. I was like, hold on. I go to Giovanna because they're the prettiest girls in the school. Giovanna, number one. I said, Giovanna, where's Marilyn? Thank you, baby. I was very quiet. I didn't make an announcement. Black girls be like, I'ma fuck you up. I said, nah. You start making an announcement, it ain't even ever gonna happen. When you want the job done, you do it quietly. I did it to 2 people. The white girl that fucking gave my man hickeys. She said, Sandra, it's my birthday. Oh, it's your birthday? I didn't even say it like that. I was acting. I said, oh my God, happy birthday. I have a gift for you. Really? Yeah, let's go. I took her in the alley. Fucked that bitch up. Sandra! Fuck that bitch up. Why? Because she thought she could still be my friend. She thought she was... I waited for her to tell me. And you know what? Whose fault was it? It was Tyshawn's fault. It wasn't my fault. He blackmailed me. He manipulated... That's what they do to black girls. He blackmailed me. I told him, don't go to that girl's party. I said, don't go to her party. I got him off the street. I got him an apartment with me. I said, look, when we go to Houston, you can't be hanging around. You got to stay in. Oh, he ain't trying to be tied down. So why are we together? Tyshawn used to be crying for me. He used to be on the fucking floor. I said, get the fuck up. Throwing up and shit, chasing me down the fucking street. You look like a fool. I got his name tattooed not because I loved him. I got his name tattooed because I wanted to see if he would get my name tattooed. If he was that bold. We were going to get married right there. I was like, you ready to go get married? Because I'm ready. He got cold feet when he got up there. He used to slap me and shit. I would be with a white boy and he would slap the fuck out of me in front of the white boy. William, the dealer or addict, whatever. William was cute. He just had fucked up teeth. William got beat up. Before he got next to me, before he found me, he was coming across. I guess that's the price before you meet me. I don't know what the fuck. Because when I met me, I got beat up by the fucking planet. I mean, whatever this shit is, before to discover who I was. So, he comes out. He passes to come to the shelter. And some black guys beat the fuck out of him. And he said, they just beat me up. I said, what happened? Why they beat you up? Oh, he said, I don't know, man. It's Atlanta, black neighborhood. You know, Southern hospitality. He's from Miami and shit. He's a drug dealer. Big. His dad has a safe under the ground with a lot of cash. And when he came, you know, he was like, man, can you protect me? Can you look out for me? I was like, yeah, I'll look out for you. They're not gonna, you know, because when you have a nice black girl with you, I don't know how because those black girls, you can't trust them. You know, they'll abandon you for, you know, they'll abandon you for a black guy. Black guys, I don't play with fucking black men like that. I don't fuck with them like that, with that bullshit. And I was like, they beat him up, and I was like, they're not gonna fuck with you if you're with me. I just was confident. I was used to it. They never fuck with me. Thank God. Thank you for not beating me up. But they never. Only 2 black girls, but I was beating them up, and that was in the hood when I was in the shelter. I was beating them up, but they caught me at a weak spot, and I was drunk as fuck, and I was beating her up, and then that's when they want to jump in. I said, bitch, you want to jump now? Now you want to fucking jump, bitch? You from fucking Brooklyn and you talking shit, bitch, run up. I was drunk. I had to drink before because I was like, I'm so nice. I was like letting her push me around, talk to me. I said, look at Sandra. I was like, nah, bitch, fuck this shit. I'm crazy as fuck. You know, I got expelled, and that's why I'm in LA. That's why I got expelled from high school for fighting, for getting into a fight with Marilyn. I beat that bitch. I got up there. She was like, I said, pow, bitch. And she fell on the fucking floor. That bitch had black eyes. They said she had black eyes and shit. Police came, got us. But the black guy was just like holding my hand like this. But he didn't hold my hand like that, but he was just walking with me. I was like, that bitch, you got me fucked up. I put my fingers down. I mean, I've been getting beat on since I was a little girl, so I was like, you got me fucked up. Like, I'm always nice. Ever since I was a little girl, I was bullied by even big women, being thrown against walls at the age of 2 years old. And then still fucking holding that shit in. And then, bitch, you wanna come, you fucking Spanish bitch, you wanna come and talk shit to me, bitch? I will fucking kill you. Like, I looked at that bitch, I said, you gonna bump me? You know, causing, triggering my trauma. I never went to therapy, nothing. Go home and take shit from my ex birth mother. She's yelling at me in the fucking bathroom. I'm 16 years old, sitting down and crying every day, praying for her to make money, and she's cashing out. She's cashing out. And they said, "Damn, where you making all this money?" She's working at IHOP. She said, "My daughter is praying for me." Damn. Getting tips after tips after tips after tips. Then she started talking shit with her crazy ass. Lock that bitch up and just kill her. I don't give a fuck. Take her property. Give it to Charlotte. She's the real mother, my sister. She's a real mother. She's the good mother. She's a good woman. That's a good woman. She's not mean. And she dated a black guy, but she dated white guys too. So she helped Bablu. Bablu count the cash as a manager at Starbucks. She's a hiring manager. She's responsible. She takes care of those black people really good. She took care of us as kids. She bought us food when this woman abandoned us to be with my sister as an actor, harassing her. My sister was trying to tell the white people that were trying to hire. She's a SAG-AFTRA. She got a license SAG-AFTRA, and they were on TV and they were going to do these big things. And she said, "I'm going with you. I'm going with you. What are you gonna tell them?" She was raping her, doing the same fucking shit that was just happening to me. My sister told me, and then she was like, "Oh, you don't hear that yet? You're gonna hear it soon." Next thing I know, I start hearing this shit later on. Are you hitting me? What? What is going on? That shit got worse, worse and worse. Like, don't come over here fucking with these black people. We don't give a fuck if they fuck you up. We don't give a fuck. You see police pass it. You don't have your papers. And then my so-called best friend, Argelia. I used to be best. I used to have a Spanish best friend, Tatiana Fuentes, who was she was very pretty, but she wasn't that bad. She wasn't that beautiful. She was beautiful, but she wasn't all that. Like, that bitch had fucked up hips. Like, all the guys were like, "Oh, drilling." Like, I was like, "Nah, that ain't no bad bitch. Her shape ain't even sexy. She was beautiful, but she wasn't all that." Like, I wasn't like, "Ah, fuck her." Nah, hell no, I'm good. She was beautiful. I used to look at her and just admire her hair. And her face is pretty, but Giovanna is the bad bitch. Bitch, I like Barbie dolls. I don't like fucking weirdos. Like, you feel me? I mean, she was pretty, but she's a Leo like me. But she tried to take my boyfriend and shit, cause Evan, who's a white boy, blue eyes, blonde hair, who I met in church and we fell in love. She's like, he was trying to make me jealous. He thought I was gonna be like, "Why, Evan? Please don't do that." He says, I like your best friend. I like your friend. I said, "Well, why don't you go ask for her number then?" I said, "Go ask for her number." He didn't expect that answer. He thought I was gonna. So he had no choice. He was like, his ego. He was like, "I'm gonna go ask." He asked for her number. Tatiana said, like, she took it. She didn't even say, "Aren't you dating Sandra?" Tatiana saw me every day, writing hearts, having car, in love, talking about him all the time. So she did it on purpose. She was like, "I could take your man." She didn't have it. She didn't have him. She was dating the Spanish guys, some fucking black guys. She was dating no fucking white boys. And she's like, I guess she wanted to talk to him, to be with him or whatever, but she started to feel weird. I looked at her. I was like, "All right, I'll see if she's going to take that number." She took the number. And I was hurting. I was hurting on the inside. And she called me. I was a little girl. I said, "Tatiana, how are things going with you and Evan?" Crying, wanting to cry, bad. She was like, "I didn't." She was like, "I told him I didn't. This didn't feel right." Evan, we go back to church. Evan begged for me back. "Will you please be my?" We were like, what, 13, 14 years old. "Will you please be my girlfriend again?" I said, "No." "No. Please." "No." He got on his knees. "Please." "Okay, Evan, sure." his brother Brendan Carr. We went to a white church. It's all white people. His brother Brendan Carr. He was the cutest in the family. Evan. And we're making him a model. He had dreams to be a model. I ended up beating him to the stage, Hollywood, and he started laughing. He started getting jealous. Oh, now you're British? Evan was mad at me because I broke up with him. Because his mother, he said, my mom said I had to stop dating you. And then you see him with this fat ass white girl. I said, why did she say that? He was probably being bad because he says, I'm going to boot camp. I said, what happened? I thought when Evan started dating me, he was doing good. And whenever they stopped him going to church, because we were flirting a lot in church and dating, and he started to go to church with me. He started making friends with the church boys. He didn't like the church boys. He was the bad one, smoking cigarettes. The church boys were all together, goody two. They got all the perfect shoes. And he was like, fuck that. He was like, fuck them. I don't like them. Because he's like more like us, like, Abraham Lincoln, Democrat, I guess that's what you call him. The white boys, Republican. And he didn't like them, but when I started dating him, he started being friends with them. They didn't like him because they thought he was a bad boy and a bad influence. And when I started dating him, everybody liked him. I would show up with the shortest shorts, and I had, when I was 16, I had a perfect flat stomach, and I would show up with sexy shorts. Then all of a sudden, William is like trying to date me. I forgot Kat's brother. I forgot his name. Was like, they watched us make out in the van, and it was just so beautiful to see that everybody thought he was just this bad boy that's gonna burn in hell. And then the princess, they knew I was the princess. I told them I was a princess. They're like, oh my god. So they were like, so his mom comes to my ex-birth mother's house. She's like, can your daughter please hang out with my son? Please come over for dinner. She was like, yeah, sure. Is he white? Because she said she doesn't want us to date black guys. She said, I want all my kids to date white people. They're the ones that helped her. I don't want to see you with black. Every time she saw us with black people, she beat the fuck out of us. Every time she saw me with a black guy, she'll slap me. I said, we were just fucking talking. Well, I'm not about to be, what do you think? What do you want me to be, racist? I'm not racist. Black people, we live in a black neighborhood. Last time I checked, and why should I walk around with my nose up so I can get beat up? Because that's what they're going to say. They're going to say, you think you're all that? That's what they say, you think you're better than us. I don't think I'm better than you. Like I had to learn how to be hood, man. I was like, fuck that shit. I was like, I started talking to hood too. I was like, and I made a name for myself, and I made sure I used to fight with boys, slap box. I was like, if I fight with boys, the girls ain't gonna fuck with me. They're gonna be like, damn, she's fighting boys. It worked. And whenever they saw my sister, they were like, oh, that's Sandra's sister. Don't mess with Sandra's sister. They never mess with my little brother and sister. When I left, they started getting into fights. But before then, I was like, nah, don't mess with my fucking sister. I started talking to the Bloods, because the Bloods were cool with me. They were about getting money and shit. And one Blood was dark skinned. I forgot his name. He was super dark. He was cute. He had golden eyes. He was a Blood, but he ended up going to the military. I was like, damn. Instead of shooting guns in the street, dude, he said he signed up. I say, yo, that's my boo right there. It's my baby. That's my rose. I started getting attracted to him. It's not that I'm attracted to dark skin guys, but I like light eyes, because that's all I ever see. That's all I ever get. And he's the one that I used to fight with all the time, like play fight, and these bitches, if they mess with me, I'll bang on their fucking door. I said, what the fuck is up? Like, I was a boy. You don't want no fucking problems. And the women were like, oh no, we don't want any problems. Because they'll start looking at me and try to jump me and shit. And I was like, so what's up? Let's go. Line the fuck up. I was crazy. I was traumatized. I've been through a lot. I was like, let's go. If we're going to die, I was like, I'm about to go get a knife. That's how I was thinking. Knives started showing up in my head. I'm about to fuck y'all up. I'm not fucking playing. They brought me to California. I got into a fight, and they're like, "Oh, you gotta go." I was about to get a 9mm from this Blood too. He was like, "I'm gonna sell you a gun." Don't ever buy a street gun. I was like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna buy that shit. I was like, fuck this shit.